back here to the King Ellie Show. So we're on episode 9, part 2 of Behind the Curtain. For today, we're just going to touch the 3 main topics. We're going to touch Triple H's 25th anniversary, my thoughts on what happened yesterday, and thoughts on Triple H himself. And then we got to touch the news about the Velveteen Dream, which came out yesterday, which I was like, why is he trending? I was like, what happened? Did they announce Adam Cole versus Dream for next week on NXT? I'm like, oh snap, this is what's going on. Okay, like, we'll touch on this today. And then we got news of Vince McMahon being sued by Oliver Luck and potentially everybody else from the XFL, which we'll get into that too. So those are pretty much the 3 main topics for today. So, how are you guys doing out there? So, I was looking at the poll here that uploaded, I think this was uploaded this on Thursday for this community poll for you guys, for this question here. When will Vince McMahon retire? I gave you guys 4 choices. One of them was 2025. Another one was, right here. Where's the community? There's the community. I gave you guys 2025. Gave you guys 2026. Gave you guys 2030. And I gave you guys, that last one there I was going to put, will he die in this chair? Which I couldn't put that because YouTube's like, you can't use the word die. You can't use the word die. I'm like, all right, fine. Can't use the word die, so I put or never with a smiley face. So 8% of you guys said 2025. And 3% of you guys said 2026. And then 6% of you guys said 2030. And then the majority of you guys, 83%, said or never. Now this ties into Triple H. So, in my honest opinion, I mean, dude, how old is this man? I think this man's like 66 years, like 70-something years old. I think he's like 70-something years old. Let me see. How old is this dude? Vince McMahon, he's 74. Holy smokes. How old is Linda McMahon? Let me just see. Linda McMahon's 71, so she ain't far too behind Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon's 76 years old. In my honest opinion, if you want me to give you guys like what I think we're in year 2020 right now. So I honestly think the way the company is going right now. Listen, if we ever do get fans back, if Monday Night Raw continues to slip, because right now I think this week was at 1.8 something. If Raw does not recover, which again, Raw is still the highest rated show on the USA Network, so I'm sure they really don't care, honestly, but I mean, it depends how the turnout is when fans start to come back. Which I believe fans will come back because, like, I miss live wrestling, you know what I'm saying? But I think Vince, within the next 5 years, within the next 5 years, so by 2025, I'll be what? Right now I'm 27, I'll be what? In the next 5 years, well, I'll be 32 by the time. By the time Vince McMahon retires, I'll be 32. In the next 5 years, Vince McMahon, how old is Vince McMahon? He was 76? Vince is 74. So 79 years old. I respect that man, and I'll be able to be starting to be in the wheelchair by then. I mean, I don't know many 79-year-olds that are probably walking around perfectly, like, have the energy and effort to continue running a program or continue running a show. I mean, by 79, you think this man will still be in that energy and that power to be running a show? I hope not. Man, I mean, no disrespect to Vince McMahon. I mean, I just think it's time. I mean, everybody said since what? Like the last 5-6 years, it's time, bro. Shane came back. Triple H is running NXT, which we're getting to Triple H's house and Triple H. I'm like, it's time to release the hammer. Let other people run your company. Like, Stephanie McMahon, I'm sure Stephanie can help Triple H run. I'm sure Stephanie has a brain for the business. She's been with her dad since she was a teenager in the company. I'm sure Stephanie knows what she's doing. She can help Triple H out. Like, it's time, Vince. You've done great stuff for this company. You've done great stuff for the business of wrestling itself in whole. But it's time. I honestly thought, you know what? If WrestleMania is going to LA, that'll be a perfect place for a retirement party. It's Los Angeles. It's Hollywood. You could have a whole weekend dedicated to Vince McMahon in LA. Which, it probably won't happen yet, because I think in the next 5 years, maybe WrestleMania 40 could be Vince McMahon's retire. So, I mean, 3 more years we could put up. Yeah, he'll be again, I keep forgetting. He's what, 74, 77. A retirement party for Vince McMahon, WrestleMania 40 in New York. Back in New York where it all began. Retirement party for Vince McMahon. Now, as far as the man Triple H, I was never the hugest Triple H fan, I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, back when that reign of terror, the reign of terror, which you all called, which was back, around WrestleMania, started around WrestleMania 19, when Evolution was born. Ric Flair, Batista, Orton. I fucked with Randy Orton, I fucked with Batista, but Triple H beating Goldberg, I was like, dude, because I used to love Goldberg back then, so when they were taking out Goldberg, I'm like, dude, Triple H, come on, man, let somebody else win. I mean, literally, Triple H went from WrestleMania 19, lost to Goldberg once, and I think that was the only time he lost the belt that whole reign of terror from that year when he beat Booker T at WrestleMania 19, which he should have lost. If you just had Booker T beat Triple H, it's the greatest WrestleMania, hands down, in my opinion, is WrestleMania 19, regardless if the Booker T lost. But if Booker T would have beat Triple H, that would have been the greatest WrestleMania, hand down, in my opinion, is WrestleMania 19. But I believe Triple H only lost to Goldberg one time. And that's the only time he lost the belt from WrestleMania 19. No, I think Shawn Michaels. Did Shawn Michaels beat? I'm trying to think. Nah, I was going into... No. Shawn Michaels, that was before WrestleMania 19. So I'm right. So, from WrestleMania 19 all the way on to the triple threat match at WrestleMania 20. Hold on. Am I tripping, guys? It's early in the morning, guys. It's 7 o'clock. I'm recording this for you guys before I go work out, so it's early in the morning. Yeah, I believe, didn't Shawn Michaels? Yeah, he did. Shawn Michaels did. Yeah, he beat Triple H at Survivor Series. Okay, so Triple H lost. Hold up. Listen, you guys comment down below. How many times did Triple H lose the belt from WrestleMania 19 to WrestleMania 20? Either or, it was a long title reign. So the man either lost twice, but it was a long title reign of terror. So I wasn't the hugest Triple H fan growing up. I respected him more and more as time went on, because then again, when you started losing superstars, you're like, okay, shit, we got like, who's left? John Cena, like Randy Orton, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. It wasn't that many people that are like still left, because everybody, like Lesnar was walking out, Goldberg, RVD left, The Rock ended up leaving, Stone Cold ended up leaving. It's just like not that many people you can pick from. So Triple H started to stick out more as a babyface. I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? Time to play the game. Time to play the game. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So he started to turn to a babyface. When I started actually gaining respect for Triple H was when he fought Batista. Because he didn't put over Booker T. He didn't, I don't say if you want to say really didn't put over Randy Orton. But he put over Batista. Because at that time, everybody was like, okay, I freak with Batista. Batista's the man right here. So Triple H put over Batista in every single match, except for the one which, Batista retired at last year at WrestleMania, which makes sense anyways. But he put over Batista. I'm like, you know what? I started to gain respect for Triple H. He didn't have to do that, because he didn't do it for Randy Orton. He didn't do it for Goldberg, really. So I'm like, come on, man, put over Batista. You got to put over Batista. So he puts over Batista. I'm like, okay, so he put over Batista. And then you fast forward to next year, John Cena. I'm like, oh, dude, I was the biggest John Cena fan back then. So he puts over John Cena, back-to-back WrestleManias. Triple H loses to, which we'll get into that too. He put over Batista and he put over John Cena. I'm like, oh, so this dude's not really that bad, people. He's not the shovel bearer, the golden shovel bearer. So, and then, Triple H goes through more injuries. He missed WrestleMania 23. Comes back for WrestleMania 24 again. Now, WrestleMania 24, John Cena, Randy Orton, and Triple H. People say it's not really the greatest match ever. It's not really the greatest match ever. It's not really the best match ever. So he loses again. So he loses 3 WrestleManias in a row. I'm like, oh, bro, this dude he's really not that bad, people. So then we go into next year, the whole feud to Randy Orton. That's really when it was there. WrestleMania 25, Orton, Triple H, that build-up made me turn into a Triple H fan. Like, yo, if somebody came after my wife and my family too, I would seriously be this like Triple H. So, WrestleMania 25. Oh my goodness, Harley Quinn, what happened to the Hammer Girl? We'll get that later. But anyways, after WrestleMania 25, that really was when I was like, you know what? I rocks with the man. I rocks with the man. So now Triple H has been running NXT. When did Triple H take over NXT? I think it wasn't before. Alright, I don't care about that. I think it was after WrestleMania 31, or before around that time where WrestleMania 31 was at. Triple H was more hands on with NXT. I think it was around yet. Cause no, Seth Rollins, nope. Around WrestleMania 30, I got to get my dates right for you guys. Yeah, around WrestleMania 30, Triple H started to take over because again, Seth Rollins won the Nope, actually, you know what? We're gonna back that up. I think after WrestleMania 29, because again, Seth Rollins was already on the main roster around WrestleMania 30. So nope, Shield was already there. So I'd say after WrestleMania 28, around that time frame, because Seth Rollins was already NXT champion, all that stuff anyway. So yeah, around WrestleMania 28, Triple H takes over NXT. And then the product started to decline. Remember, it started pretty much you say after John Cena. No, yeah, after John Cena and The Rock, you're losing Cody Rhodes. People are walking out. So Triple H goes and takes over NXT, and then I'm like, you know what? That little crappy. Remember NXT was on? I think it was on Sci-Fi Network, and they were having people doing like challenges and stuff. I'm like, bro, this is not how you look for a future superstar. So Triple H takes over NXT. He's running NXT, and he's starting to see people come from NXT to the main roster. The Shield, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, which I still feel bad for Sami Zayn, but he's starting to find his footing. But you see Triple H starting to take over and bring out people that, whoa, I actually like this guy. And then you're like seeing the product going from here, starting to come all the way down here, and you're like, yo, Triple H is working wonders at NXT. We're getting Nakamura against Sami Zayn. We're getting Kevin Owens against Sami Zayn. You're getting Samoa Joe, which I never thought Samoa Joe would come to WWE. You're getting people that you're saying, bro, I never thought he would come here. You know, you got Samoa Joe, you had Charlotte, you had Sasha, Becky, you're getting new women. You're canceling out the word diva. You're bringing up new women. And you're saying, oh, dude, Triple H has the eye for the future. So that's pretty much when it was with me. Triple H, you see him making better decisions. Pretty much making better decisions, which we all want. Is we want better decisions, better product for the future. So hopefully, people, I'm saying WrestleMania 40 is probably Vince McMahon's retirement party, which it makes sense. I think after WrestleMania 40, you turn the keys over. Hopefully, you're not in a worse position than you are right now, where Raw is generating 1.8 million 1.8 million viewers right now, when there's nothing else to watch on TV. Okay, and no, it's not Brock Lesnar's fault, Vince McMahon, which I forgot to get into that for you guys yesterday. Which Vince is blaming Brock Lesnar for the reason why the numbers are low. I'm like, it's not Brock Lesnar's fault. The reason why your numbers are low, Vince. It's not. But again, hopefully by WrestleMania 40, which is my retirement party for Vince McMahon, hopefully the company's not in a worse position by that time. Which, I mean, the numbers we're already getting right now. Can you imagine what WrestleMania 40 is in, 3 years? I mean, how much more damage can this man do in the next 3 years to the company? That's really where it comes at to. It's like, how much more damage can this man do? So, you guys, you comment down below. Do you agree with my decision of WrestleMania 40 being Vince McMahon's retirement party? So, let's get into the next news here, which was Oliver Luck. Which, if you guys don't know who Oliver Luck is, if you remember, Andrew Luck was a quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, he was, yeah. Quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. That's Andrew Luck's dad. He also used to play NFL too. So, we all know XFL folded. Now, in my opinion, I was like, really? The return of the XFL wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. They had some cool inventions. It was just that you had to worry about, you just needed to get star power. That's what my opinion was. That you already had some couple coaches. You had Bob Stoops. You had, who else did they have? They had Bob Stoops and a couple other people that were like retired coaches, came out of retirement to work for Vince McMahon. You really didn't have anybody that was name brand as players, but you had a couple people sign. You had a couple people sign with the NFL after the XFL folded. So, I was saying to myself, like, when I saw that the XFL closed down, I was like, yo, did Vince McMahon just dump like about $40 million or $400 million in XFL? I'm like, for it just to be closed up, I was surprised. So, later, about 3 or 4 days later, I see on ESPN, which I was like, whoa, Oliver Luck sues Vince McMahon. I was like, That true? And like when you hear the reports about the reason why he's suing him is because of the contract that he signed. Remember, I'll tell you guys this. Oliver Luck was working on the college football's the committee that votes for the playoffs, like which four teams are going to be in the playoffs. Oliver Luck was like the board member. He was the Vince McMahon of the college football boardroom, sort of people that voting on the who makes the college football playoff. So he had pretty much a good gig. So Vince McMahon goes and drags this man from the college football committee to come be his commissioner of the XFL. I'm like, that must have been a pretty steep penny that Vince paid Oliver Luck to come from having a good gig to come do this. Okay? So, the lawsuit was filed on April 9th. Now, pretty much, I'm not going to read all this lawsuit for you guys here, but the reports are Vince McMahon owes this man $20 million that he has not gotten since it's folded up. Now, Vince is trying to say to him that, bro, I don't have to pay you the remaining $20 million because, again, we closed due to circumstances that are not in my control. If I'm Oliver Luck, I'm like, bro, I agreed to a contract, which is you owe me still $20 million. Where's my $20 million? So, if I'm Oliver Luck, I don't blame the man. Vince, just pay him the $20 million. You're telling me you had the $400 extra million in money that you did not touch, that you didn't have to fire those superstars. So from that $400 million that you have for emergency reasons that you can use, just pay him the $20 million. Send the man back to college football. Now, the reports are Vince McMahon is disputing this and saying that I don't have to pay him the $20 million, which, well, listen, we already know Vince McMahon is a cheap person, but just pay him the $20 million. Now, anyways, this is going to go to court whenever you can go to court, which I don't know whether that's going to be, how's that going to work. But Vince owes him, according to Oliver Luck, $20 million that he still owes him. Now, will there be other people that are going to sue Vince McMahon? I would probably assume the coaches. I don't know if the coaches got fully guaranteed paid their contracts. I do know the players. The players got paid their full salary, whatever their remaining was. The coaches, I don't know if they got paid their full remaining salary, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's more people than just Oliver Luck who sues Vince McMahon. But he wants his $20 million that Vince McMahon is still owed to him, which is $20 million. Which, again, Vince, you have the money. Just pay the man. But I understand if I'm Vince McMahon, I wouldn't want to give up my own $20 million just to throw away to somebody else. But it's a contract you agreed to. We'll see how that situation goes. But Oliver Luck wants his $20 million. And then the final topic today, which is Mr. Yo, I still can't believe what I saw about this. I'm like, what is going on with my man Velveteen Dream? Is my man thirsty for the traps and the DMs? Now, I don't know if this is IG or Twitter, but let's go ahead and read the article, and I'll give you guys what I think about what happened with the Velveteen Dream. Let's just go ahead and let's dive into this. Okay. So, I was on Twitter yesterday, and then I was like, just to check if there's any news going on. And then at the top of the newsletter, it came Velveteen Dream. I'm like, okay, I told you guys. Is he facing Adam Cole next week on NXT? Is that why he's trending? Is there some groundbreaking news? Let's dive into this. So, Velveteen Dream denies alleged he sent photos of your area down below to minors. So, if this true, bro, you ain't gonna be no more Velveteen Dream. Okay, let's continue here. So, WWE Superstar... Okay, well, let's get it right. WWE NXT Superstar, but wherever you want to put it. Velveteen Dream released a statement Friday regarding allegations that he had sent appropriate pics to underage fans. Dream, who is portrayed by, if you gotta know, Patrick Clark, who's 24 years old. Again, Velveteen Dream is so young, bro. He's 24. Velveteen Dream later on said he released a tweet, being accused, I did not do anything inappropriate with anyone, a private photo of mine whatsoever. I did not share any private photos in the DMs to anybody whatsoever. Now, again, we know people can make fake Twitters, you can make fake Instagrams, but again, let's just say if this happened and the girl said this happened, you can see on the follow button, you can see from blue check marks. I'm sure if you look up Velveteen Dream, which right here, he has a blue check mark on Twitter. I'm sure he has a blue check mark on Instagram. that right alone would tell you if it's fake or if it's real. Because, I mean, I think mostly every WWE superstar has a blue check mark on Twitter and on Instagram. I'm assuming that's true, right, people? So, even if, let's just say this girl is what? Okay, we'll get into it down here, but the girl says she's 17 years old. 17-year-old female, I'm sure you're on Twitter, you're on Instagram. You know about blue check marks. So, if there was a fake Velveteen Dream and there's no blue check mark, you can see the followers. I'm sure Velveteen Dream has maybe over 600 followers. Let's say maybe over, let's give him this. I think he probably has over 800,000 followers on Twitter and probably on Instagram separate. And this was a fake Velveteen Dream. I'm sure a fake Velveteen Dream probably has maybe 400 or 500 followers. And there's no blue check mark. But if that's the case, how are you going to accuse Velveteen Dream? Everybody has a blue check mark if you're in the WWE. If this is a fake Velveteen Dream, I doubt he has a blue check mark. Let's continue. According to Wrestle Inc., Sean Ross Sapp, the Reddit post a screenshot Friday of the conversation that said they had with Dream through Instagram. Okay, this was from Instagram. Again, I'm sure he has a blue check mark. You know what I'm saying? If it's the real Velveteen Dream. Direct messages from Ringside. Oh my gosh, I hate when they do this. Okay, let's just skip that part here. Ringside News, I don't care about you. Wrestle Inc. has a more valuable source. Okay, so Wrestle Inc. says the Reddit user said they were 17 years old and they posted a censored version of an exclusive photo that said Dream had sent to them. Jenkins noted that the Reddit user wondered whether Dream's account had been hacked. That happens too. But said a phone conversation occurred and the caller sounded like Dream. Okay, there was a phone conversation, which you can do a phone conversation on Instagram. Anyways, they did a phone conversation on Instagram. Again, if there's not a blue check mark, it's not Velveteen Dream. Why even continue the conversation with somebody? But again, if it's a blue check mark, even if the guy sounded like Velveteen Dream, there's many apps out there you can make your voice sound like somebody else. Okay, let's continue. The caller sounded like Dream. The user said their friends had also been sent exclusive messages. The post has since been deleted from Reddit, which of course. Patrick Clark, the player on Tough Enough, 2015, we know about that. Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else about this conversation? Okay, let's just put this here too. After missing nearly 5 months, Dream came back from the back injury to later he was supposed to face Adam Cole, take over Tampa, which are dragging out the storyline. Okay, several current former WWE superstars have also been hacked in recent years. Seth Rollins was hacked, Paige was hacked, Charlotte Flair was hacked, Melina was hacked, Maria Kanellis was hacked, and also Caitlyn was hacked. Okay? Now, again, if there was a blue check mark and the guy sounded like Velveteen Dream, again, people have been hacked over Instagram and been on Twitter. I mean, Jennifer Lawrence has been hacked. What's the girl's name? The very famous Kate Upton's been hacked. So if Velveteen Dream was hacked on Instagram and then did this conversation, I mean, you're going to have to really, if he was hacked, you're going to have to come out and say, yeah, I was hacked. But I don't know how much of this situation, people, if you're going to take it seriously or not. But if this was really Velveteen Dream just messing around with a 17-year-old girl, it's not going to look good on you, bro. I mean, you probably, well, the Seth Rollins situation, Seth Rollins was hacked about that, right? Yes, he was hacked. What was the announcer? Todd Phillips. There was a report that Todd Phillips has sent a girl a picture. One of the fans a picture. He still has his job. But if this really did happen by Velveteen Dream, yikes, bro. Like, why are you sending a 17-year-old girl a picture of your whatever? I mean, it's reported as multiple girls. It's not a good look on you, bro. You could lose your job over that. Like, you're Velveteen Dream, bro. You can find any woman you want to find. Why are you sending a 17-year-old girl a picture of that? But if it is fake, change your passwords. They'll make your Instagram account an easy password to attain. That's all I can say that too. But Velveteen Dream, hopefully you didn't do this, bro. Because again, you're 24 years old. You're going to be a potential superstar on the main roster if used properly. So hopefully this is fake. But if if I'm the girls, again, if it was a blue check mark, I mean, you're probably saying, oh my God, it's Velveteen Dream. He's sending me whatever, but you wouldn't want to see that. So if it's a DM, if it's a picture, I wouldn't want to see that if I'm 17 years old. But hopefully this is not a real story that we find out, okay, he was hacked later on. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. But you guys give me your thoughts down below on Velveteen Dream. Do you agree with my thoughts on Triple H taking over after WrestleMania 40? Hopefully he does, because I don't know how much more we can take of this. Like the videos, comment down below, subscribe. Again, both the podcasts will go up on Spotify later today, so you have able to listen to the audio version from Spotify and also on Anchor. Then I'll catch you guys back here Sunday for some more videos, and also we'll have to do the Last Dance episode 3 and episode 4 reaction. So I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow for those stuffs. Bro, Velveteen Dream. 17-year-old girl, bro.